Hi guys, welcome back to the Home and Homestead. If you're new to the channel, I'm Rebecca. And if not, thanks for joining me again today. So today I'm going to share with you a recipe I have for making breakfast sausage from ground beef. This is a homemade breakfast sausage substitute that you can easily create with just a few ingredients. And it'll have the flavors of breakfast sausage, but you'll be using ground beef instead to create it. So let's head to the stovetop where we can make our breakfast sausage from ground beef. Alright, so first what we need to do is brown some ground beef. So I have 1 pound of ground beef here. Just break the meat apart and we'll allow this to brown until there's no longer any pink in the meat. Alright, our ground beef is browned nicely here, so now we can add our seasonings. First I will add 1 teaspoon of onion powder, then 1 teaspoon of ground sage, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and depending on how spicy you like your breakfast sausage, I'll do a ½ teaspoon of red pepper flakes. If you like a really hot breakfast sausage, you can add a teaspoon of red pepper flakes or whatever you prefer. And finally 1 teaspoon of salt. That makes it nice and salty like a breakfast sausage. If it's a little too salty for you, you can cut back a little to maybe 3/4 teaspoon or ½ teaspoon, but we found that having that little extra salty flavor combined with these seasonings, this really does truly taste like a breakfast sausage. Now we'll just let these seasonings cook with the ground beef for a few minutes. Then I can take this off the stovetop and give you a closer look at our breakfast sausage substitute using ground beef. Alright, let me put this onto a plate here. You can really smell the sage and the onion and garlic. Just like a nice sage breakfast sausage. It's a nice, flavorful option if you find that you don't have breakfast sausage on hand, or you need more for a recipe, or perhaps you just have a lot of beef in the freezer. If you tend to purchase beef from a farmer and have it processed like we do, I've had this recipe. My mother gave this to me many years ago when we started getting beef. So if you have a quarter or a half or a whole cow, you'll find that sometimes you need to think of different ways to use up that ground beef that you have. This is a great way to use that. So if you'd like to see some recipes where I use breakfast sausage from ground beef, keep watching and I'll show you how I do some freezer meals for making a quick and complete breakfast using what we prepared today. Well, if you'd like more inspiration on recipes or food preservation projects, you can check out my playlist on the topics. And if you're new to the channel or haven't done so yet, I would really appreciate you subscribing. Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to hang out with me while we prepared some breakfast sausage made from ground beef. This is a really great substitute for breakfast sausage, and I hope you give this recipe a try. If you enjoyed this or any other video that you watch, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Well, I hope you're having a great day. See you next time. Take care.